A lot happened over the weekend, but I couldn't share everything in one video. It was Saturday night, and I turned on Spark to see if anything was going on. It was on the slow side. However, for me to turn on my availability, I was asked to verify my identity again, and not just with facial recognition, submitting my license information again. The reason why they're doing this again and again and again, it does say you consent to the transmission, processing, and storage of driver's license information, photos of your driver's license, and your biometric information by our vendor, Persona, and their service providers for identity verification and fraud prevention purposes. The temperature took a huge dip. I should have put a coat on, but I'm not going to go back upstairs for that. I just want to come out for maybe 3 hours. I was working online today, finally moving forward the way I planned this winter. Anyway, back to topic. The Spark app, especially the Spark, they're cracking down. I feel, I've witnessed it. A group of people hanging out in the parking lot. They have their phone. I don't know if it's, I believe they're working other people's accounts, or one account has several people working for them. I'm not a thief, so I don't know how they're working it. But what bothers me, I'm really grateful they're cracking down. It's not fair to us, the people who have one or two phones. Some people use two phones. I use one. I multi-app. It's not fair, because the people going into the store working for people who have a Spark account, maybe the Spark account person is paying taxes on the income that app is showing is earning. Those 5 people over there are working for this one person. They're still paying taxes on it, I would assume. But what's still not fair about that, I'm someone following the rules. I'm multi-apping. I use one phone. I make the deal. Less opportunities for people like us to get higher paying offers, because they're taking all the good ones. There are less offers being sent out to someone like me. That pisses me off. It just angers me, because you witness people getting away with it. Well, it's not fair. We went through all the trouble to create an account, the backup checks, always doing the facial recognition, submitting our data so they know we have a license, an insurance card, registration, whatever it is. These apps are cracking down. They're becoming more strict, more harder to get onto. That's the way it should be, the way it was in the beginning when I first joined DoorDash. Now, DoorDash brought me back on after 7 years. Couldn't believe it. If you watch me, you know. But what they did the first couple of days of me turning on the app, first few days, every time I opened the app, they were like, okay, facial recognition, okay, scan your license again. I had to answer a lot of stuff, because it's easier to cheat when you're submitting everything into an app, where years ago, when I first joined DoorDash, I went to an office. I had to go in person. They made a copy of our license and registration, insurance cards, submitted the data into their computer system. It's a lot harder to fake it or to tamper with identification. So somebody made a comment. I'm not going to give the channel a shout out. I think it's a cheesy way to receive free advertising. But the person called me, I don't know, short-minded or short-sighted, something like that. And I was like, well, I don't really care if you watch me or not. People who like me will watch me. I share valuable information in this gig economy. I'm someone who's been in it for years, 8 years. So I think I know what I'm doing. But when you're witnessing people that they're taking jobs away from us, that we work hard to be legit on the app so we can accept more offers. They're taking a lot of offers away from us. Now, DoorDash, I mean, they asked me so many questions. When I went back on, I said, I think all the apps should do that. Make it harder and harder and harder. There should be many steps. You should be renewing your information every year. That's how I see it. Like my health insurance. I submit my data every year, and then I pick a plan. You know, that's the way it should be. It should be done every year. And I think all the apps are going to start cracking down even more. So I was pleased to see. I mean, I was a little taken back, like, look at all these steps I have to go through. But you know what? It needs to be done because we're losing opportunities. It's not fair. You know, we multi-app. We choose an offer and we complete it, but we're receiving less offers because those people that are getting paid on the side, they're not going through all the steps that we go through. You know, and paying taxes. You know, it just, you know, taxes on your income, submitting all the data to prove that you're a citizen, you have a license, you're legal to work in this country. People who are legal to work in this country should have first pickings, don't you think? I think so. I'm signing in to the open board in the delivered app. No open board orders. However, I'm going to tap on that. And I'm going to go to driver portal. And when you're here, I knew about this, but now it's time to, I'm going to tap the top left. Preferred availability. I wrote to delivered, you know, a few times in the past 6 months. I'm not available for these 2 days. And they said, we will put that in your notes and not send you offers. Please sign out of the app. So I did. But now they're using this more regularly. Preferred availability. I did include this in a video when this first came out. It was at least 6 months ago. But now I know I'm not available Thursday for delivered. I'm going to have my car maintained that day. And I'll probably just stay around town and complete a few deliveries in the evening. I also removed myself from 12 a.m. till 6 a.m. on all the days. That don't suit me. I did leave on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. I will leave it on Monday through Friday, 6 a.m. to 10 a.m. because a couple of times a month I do take a morning delivery. And then they usually send me an afternoon one. See, I like the late morning and early afternoons the best. And for now, I'm going to keep 2 to 8 p.m. on. It don't mean I have to accept them all. But I'm going to make a habit out of, okay, it's Saturday. We'll say Saturday or into Sunday morning. Let me open up this section in the portal and tick off my availability for the coming week. Because then there's no worries. They use an app, artificial intelligence, called Frederick. And Frederick is doing their best to send out the orders. You know, they might think I'm available on like Thursday and go, you know what, we'll give somebody else these offers on Wednesday. Michelle's available on Thursday, and I'm not. So they ended up sending me one for tomorrow. It's only a $30 payout, but it's local, and it's halfway to where I need to be early afternoon. So it all worked out well. That's why I accepted it, and the order's not overkill. And over here, many orders are catering orders placed in advance. Well, we know that. Would you also like to receive offers for on-demand orders? Yes. And then you can read the did you know. I did review this when they first rolled it out, but now it's time to utilize it weekly. You know, I didn't take my first order until after 1, by the time I got settled and on the road. So I'll say 4 hours and 45 minutes I worked. I was out for 5 hours. I know it's dark. I got home like 5 to 6. The last 2 deliveries took a little time because of rush hour, but it brought me back home. It was by choice. I know I broke $55. I'm waiting for one more tip with the Uber. I only worked Uber. That's all I did. And I listened to videos. I was doing some studying on the road while I was earning. I really wanted to stay in bed today, I'm not going to lie, until like 1 or 2. Have one of those days. But I'm in it to win it. And I was like, oh, listening to the videos about crypto and what's going on, it got me motivated. I said, get out there, just earn a little bit of money. Tomorrow, I know I won't have my car after I drop it off. I'm going to drop it off late afternoon, and I'm hoping to have it back by Thursday night. So I'm hoping by Thursday night. And if so, I'll probably, suck it up for 3 or 4 hours after I pick up the car. This is a freedom lifestyle, getting a lot done. I am working tomorrow, but I have an appointment, and then I have to zip and drop off my car. So I'll be out, mid-morning, and still earn money. It's just keeping the part-time income coming in. So this is what I worked for, to be able to do all the things I want to do. And working the gigs still work for me. Freedom of time. Freedom of a freedom work schedule, and still earn money. So until the next video clip, have a good one. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.